Before you take a trade, you have to understand what the market is saying. That is the first job that is the first job of a trader. First job is to understand what the market is saying, and from what the market is saying, be able to tell and deduce where the market is headed. You can't be a good trader if you don't put understand what the market is doing at a particular time. And that is why you need to do proper analysis. Proper analysis. It is the analysis you do that will tell you what the market is saying and where it is headed. And what makes analysis proper? It is when you understand the nature of the candle, what are the reactions, what are the interactions, what who has which is the buyers or sellers, who has the greater momentum, because the market will always go according to momentum. So between buyers and sellers, who has the greater momentum? What are their interactions? Are buyers weaker? Are sellers weaker? Are buyers stronger? So you want to understand these certain things before you take a trade. You have to understand at what point you enter it will be safe for your account. You don't just jump in because you see a bunch of red candles. Don't just jump in because you see a bunch of blue candles. You jump in based on what you have calculated, what you've analyzed, what you've seen, and you have to follow your strategy. What are the patterns that works for you? What are the conditions that works for you? What are the things that you will see or you should see before you enter any trade? So today I'm going to take you on a journey of how I personally take my trades, how I look at the market, how I follow the momentum, and how I execute. And after the video, I'm going to show you a live result of my daily. And I don't trade for long. I can take trades in the morning and then expect my profits in the evening. So I will take my trades now, do my analysis now, take my trades, and then show you the results in the evening. So stay tuned. The first thing I do when I open my chart is to start from the D1. I start my analysis from the D1. The next thing I do is to look at the direction of the candles, the general direction of the candles, not just looking at 2-3 candles, looking at the general direction of sets of candles. Okay, because that will tell you momentum. That will tell you momentum instead. So from what we can see here, we can see this. There have been this general downward pull, downward pull. Okay, so there have been this general downtrend on D1. That is what you have at the back of your mind. The first thing you should understand. Okay. Then the next thing you can is to look at the candles, because we're talking about D1. Inside D1, there's a lot of subsets. There is the H4, there's the H1, there is the 30 minutes, there is the 5 minutes, there's the 1 minute. So there's a lot of things going on inside the D1. But the D1 gives you a general picture of what's happening today, now. Okay? So you know that the momentum of the candles is a downtrend. But something else is happening here. We can see that looking at per candle, we have seen that there have been a candle here, blue candle here, candle here, and another candle. We have 4 series of blue candles telling us that there is a strong bullish momentum for the upside, for uptrend, for the up. So for remember, there are 2 things we said earlier. First of all, for series of days, series of periods, there have been a general downtrend. But for a short period, like for 4 days now, there have been about four bullish candle. Okay, Now, something else is very important to note. We can see that there was a rejection of price from this position down here. How this market service even bullish despite the rejection tells you of another force. The rejection is caused by the sellers rejecting price. If you check very well, this is a trend. The trend is a trend here. Is a trend. The trend, and if you connect the dots, okay, let me use a proper. Now let's say, okay. So remember we have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, these are the points that price was first of all going up to get to that point, it started retracing down. So we have here, here, and here. Okay. Now, but when price at this third time, price is doing something peculiar. Despite there was rejection, means sellers took over the bullish trend. Despite the rejection, the buyers were still able to maintain some form of strength. They were able to maintain some form of pushback. They were able to resist the market from totally turning red, like going bearish. You can see it here. You can see how they completely rejected. Sorry, how they completely reject yes, how they completely rejected the sellers and were able to hold on. Now, remember, this is a previous day. Now, this will also tell you that the strength of the buyers here, as buyers are still present here, like buyers are still, there's a lot of strength in the buyers. So, if you are going for sell at this point, you have to be very careful because it doesn't tell you that buyers are completely out of the game. This previous candle, that this rejection candle that still didn't reject, tells you that the buyers still have strength and might likely break up, might likely break to this point. Okay, likely break to this point here. So there is a greater possibility from the information gathered from this previous day candle. We can tell that the buyers are present, and even though sellers might have a short run, the buyers will still have the the upper hand and clock to this position. So let's test the theory. Okay, let's test the theory. We'll come back in the evening and we'll test this theory. So we'll enter a buy, and then we'll see how, let's see if our analysis is correct. So I just want to walk you through how I analyze the market per candles, per range of candles, per candles. I look at their interactions. I look at how they are behaving. I look at how they resist each other, and then that will tell me the next move of the market. So, guys, we'll meet again. I'm taking trade right now. I'm going for a buy. Going for a buy. So we will be back.
So welcome back. Remember what I said earlier, my analysis, that the market will sell briefly and then begin to buy. So let's do a playback.
We can tell that the buyers are present, and even though sellers might have a short a short run, the buyers will still have the the upper hand. And
From what we just watched, we can see that seller had a little run and then buyers begin to take over the market. So our analysis was perfectly correct. You can see the profits rolling in. We're already going close to $800 made in profit in this Popim account. So you can see for yourself. A proper analysis is important to your success in trading. Ensure you look at the candles, ensure you consider momentum, ensure you look at the interactions of both sellers and buyers before you take a trade, because your success depends on your level of concentrated analysis. So we'll see in our next video. Ensure you subscribe, like and share, and click the bell to get notifications on more videos. Thank you.